Hey, how's it going? This is Justin Roy with Southpaw Automation, and in the following video, I'm going to check out Always Connected USA. It's an answering service here in Lafayette, Louisiana. My neighbor Jason owns it, and he was wanting me to take a look at it and let him know what I thought about their content, their site, how it functions, things like this, right? Why I think that their phone isn't ringing as much as it should with inbound leads, and how consistencies are confusing to the Google robots, and why keyword research is important for local businesses. So we're going to jump over to to their uh, their homepage real quick. And first thing I like to do is I like to check out the title tags of the site. Always connected, live, 24-hour USA. At least it's not home. Like you go to some sites and it'll just be like always connected, uh, home. That's going to be the title tag. So they definitely did try to put some description up there, which is great. The thing that's unfortunate is they don't have anything about Lafayette, Louisiana, and so it's gonna mess with their local rankings. Then the next thing I do is like, okay, where's the call to action? Call to action's here. Call 337, and then there's request a quote. The problem is this call number. It's not a click to call. So if I'm on my mobile device, I'm gonna still have to physically dial in the number. So we need to try to make it easy for people. And then you go down to request a quote, and guess what? The button doesn't work. So that's two things I see like right off the jump. I want to check out some of their service pages just to see what they have going on. You see, I remember when I was talking about home. Look, their service page is just the title tag is just services. This does nothing for Google. Like Google, how many websites do you think have services as the title tag? It'd be great if it was like answering answering services in Lafayette, Louisiana, always connected or something like this, right? Depending on the keyword research, which we'll get to in a minute. But I'll click through some of these. You got virtual assistant, virtual assistant. This is good. Virtual assistant is virtual receptionist and virtual receptionist. Google really cares about consistencies because we don't want to confuse the robot. We don't want to like have the robot thinking like you shouldn't have to guess about what the page is about. Answering service, traditional answering service. So like this tag and this tag, it'd be cool if they kind of matched, and it would be better if they were hyper focused on local. Local. I always believe that there's no point in trying to dominate nationally if you're not dominating locally. So tell people where you are, tell people where your home base is, and try to get some local business before you start trying to grab people all around the world. Because how many answering services do you think there are in the country? There's tons of them. I don't know the date on it, but just in Lafayette, there's a bunch. I would imagine you go to Houston, there's a bunch, and they're probably using the same types of words. It's like answering service in somewhere in the description. So the more specific we can be about the product or service we're trying to sell and the location we're trying to sell it in, the easier it is to rank. Just because the way Google users basically use Google. So what are you going to do? You're gonna start typing in answering service, and look, it starts to autocomplete Lafayette, Louisiana. Google knows I'm in Lafayette, so it's like, why aren't we using title tags that have our location in it? Yeah, they show up in. Let's see these results. You got three ads. Then you got four people listed in the Google local map pack. You got A&M service. Look, they're buying ads. A&M answering service is buying. They're listed here. And you got Always Connected and A1 Professional. This is good. They actually show up. The problem is their website isn't linked to their Google My Business. When your website's linked to your Google My Business, it sends signals to Google Local, this Google Local listing, and it lets Google know more about what you want to do. So Google right now thinks you don't have a website. We need to connect that like as soon as we can. Let's keep scrolling down. The Facebook page actually pops up before before your actual website. Let's see if your website shows up anywhere in here. And it probably won't because the title tag doesn't have Lafayette, Louisiana in it. And I'm sure if I take this off, let's see what happens. If I take this off and I just type in answering service. Answering service, always connected shows up again, A&M, and then you got A1 Professional, Dexcom. The reason I'm interested in the search results is because that's what's going to get your phone to ring. When you design a website, you design it around how you think your users or your clients are going to find your business online. Obviously, you have a website and it's designed to get traffic, and it's not all traffic from you saying, hey, go check out Always Connected answering service or handing a business card. Like search engine optimization is used to like get broad terms when someone doesn't have a business. Think about when someone opened the phone book even 10, 15 years ago. You'd open the phone book. If you were looking for an answering service in Lafayette, you probably would open the Lafayette phone book, and then you would flip to the yellow pages on answering service, and then they would give you some results. This is very interesting to see that like I guarantee you that A1 Professional and A&M, without even looking at the Secretary of State or the age of their site, these companies are very old just because they're using the old school method of the phone book. They're putting A in the A to where they can be at the top of the yellow pages, and they're putting the number 1 to where they can be on top of someone that's AAA profession. This is like old school tactics. The new way of getting to the top of listings is by using search engine optimization. I really want to help you guys grow your business, and I think that we can come up with a plan to basically start getting you to at least dominate some of your local space. Simple tweaks and some strategies that I have. Like everything I'm talking to you about is what you call on-page search engine optimization for a local business. Once we get that foundation set up, then we start doing some off-page things if we still aren't getting found. But I like to get the phone to ring. I like to get Google to recognize the new website, your new title tags, your new H1 headers. Like I'll show you what an H1 header is. It's so if the title tag is the title tag of your site, if that's like the front page headline of the newspaper, the first big thing is like is the next most important thing. So you would want these to be keyword rich as well. It's good on the first page you have a H1 tag, but there's no keywords in here. Go with experienced professionals. It's like this tag and this tag should be very similar. Again, it's like you don't want to repeat yourself too much and like keyword stuff. You want it to be unique content, but like you don't want it to be confusing to Google. Like the way you write your content, the way you name your pictures, the way you set up your title tags and your meta description, all this stuff is sending signals to Google saying, hey, I do answering services in Lafayette, Louisiana. That's what you want to do so that you can make sure that you show up in for your number 1 keyword in your most profitable service area. I mean, so they have this other thing. It's called Bright Local. It lets you trick Google into thinking you're somewhere that you're not. So what I did earlier was I went to Lafayette, and I downloaded a bunch of zip codes for Lafayette. These are all the zip codes for Lafayette. Right now I'm in Bright Local Search, and I'm going to type in answering service, and I'm going to tell Google that I'm at 70507 so that we can see what kind of search results we get, because Google search results page is totally location based. So you got A1, A&M, A1, and you got Always Connected. This is good. Always Connected shows up. And let's go back. Let's find another zip code. So for this listing, I would put number 3. And then you got 70501. Let's try that one. I believe your office is at 70501, so let's see what happens here. 70501 answering service. And you can see you can do this. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you that the results are different. In your in the zip code that your office is in, you're not showing up. That's like it's terrible actually. If someone's right around the corner from your office, your map listing should show up. Some of it has to do with your website, your on-page optimization. They have some other thing that's called citations. I really don't want to get into the weeds with this video, but I can definitely help your company get more traffic to its website. And when you get more traffic to your website with clear call to actions that actually function, you get more inbound leads, and with more inbound leads, you dial in your sales process and start closing more business. The point of any website is to help you grow and start adding revenue to your business. Look, give me a shout at 337-283-2664. I want to help you grow your business, and I want to get your phone to ring off the hook. I look forward to meeting with you, hearing from you, and doing business with you.